Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note. I'm sure you'll notice that I don't have dear Wonder Dog Yoga with me today because she's over there underneath the table having a nap. She got up early this morning, so you'll have to forgive her. She wasn't able to make her stage cue. What I wanted to talk to you about today is just how important you are. You are really important. I mean, you're supremely important. You don't have any concept, probably, as to just how important you are. No matter how important you might think you are, you're more important than that. Do you know why? Because you, my friend, are the center of the universe. But then I am too. And of course, everyone else is. Because God's center is everywhere, and its circumference is nowhere. Now, the reason why that's relevant is God needs us. God needs us to spread its light, as a Karen Drucker song once said. But you know what? God needs us to choose rightly. God needs us to be open to Spirit's input in us, guidance in us, and then to choose those ideas that express that greater idea of life and love, the desire, the divine idea that comes to mind that we allow to give birth to through us, through Spirit, and do what's in front of us to do. That's what we're here to do. We're here to participate in this, you might call it a co-creation, a participation in God's great expression of life. I like the Blues Brothers. I used to live in Chicago. They said, we're here on a mission from God. It's true. You and I, we're all on a mission from God. No matter who you are, you're on a mission from God. You'll say, well, that's fine. I'm on all spiritual and right, and I give to GPCSL, and I do all these right things, and I love people, and Black Lives Matter, and all this stuff. Well, what about the other people? What about those people that are prejudiced? What about those people that vote for people different than you vote for? What about people that think everything's a conspiracy and everything's wacko? They're God's center too. You know, we need them. We do. The reason we need them is basically so we can recognize what we're not. And we need them to be able to see the truth within ourselves of what we are. They're children of light just like we are. And they give us an opportunity to see that light within them. And they give us the opportunity to be clear, to be courageous, to speak our mind, and to speak up. It's now perhaps as important as it ever was that for good people to stand up to things that are not so good. When people are spreading mistruths, it's important for us to speak our truth. Now we can be all shy and say, oh, somebody else will do it. But there's the old saying goes that for evil to succeed, all it takes is for good men and women to do nothing. So where do you need to speak up? Where do you need to stand in your truth? Where is it about time that you write a congressman, or you write a senator, or you write a letter to the editor? You know, there's still newspapers. Or how about this? But your friends might be upset. You post something as the way you really feel on Facebook. Can you imagine what might happen? You might find some people really happy that you shared the truth. As long as you are sharing your truth, you're doing right. As long as you're sharing truth with love and kindness, you're doing the right thing. Now, we don't need to bash other people. We don't need to call other people names. We just need to point out what we understand the truth to be and give the reasons as to why we understand that to be true. So when somebody speaks a mistruth, or somebody calls somebody names and comes up with some story, we have an opportunity to look at that story to look at whatever it is, that fear or that anger that's behind the name calling, to look behind that theory or conspiracy idea that they have and see the fear. And maybe we could speak to that fear. Maybe we're here to help heal. Wow, what a concept, isn't it? You know, as light bearers, as we're sometimes called, we're here to shine light in the darkness. And gang, it's time we take off our lampshades and let the light shine. You and I have a light to shine. Spirit is calling forth us to shine that light right here and right now. And there's no reason for us to wait a moment longer. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I want to let you go and shine your light somewhere. I want you to make sure that you stay tuned for one of Reverend Dr. Maxine's fabulous love notes. And be sure you tune in Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. for her live stream. And just go to cslphilly.org, cslphilly.org. And on our website, of course, if you click on that link to the live stream, it'll also show you a whole list of previous talks that Sunday talks that she's given. And it'll give you a whole list of previous love notes that both she and I have given over these past several months. You are very important to us. And also your contributions, which you can give through cslphilly.org, are very important to us too, because they allow us to continue to bring this message to you and to keep the lights burning. We love you. Bye-bye.